All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to a very special live double watch along. UEFA Conference League semi-finals are upon us, the second leg. Chelsea versus Djurgarden, Chelsea at home at Stamford Bridge, and we've got this Real Betis. We want to watch both of them because the winner of Fiorentina versus Real Betis will be facing them in the final. I mean, look, we are definitely in the final. We won the first leg 4-1. I don't know how we conceded, but then again, we did concede a few chances late in that match. So fair enough. Big up to Djurgarden to be able to score one. I don't expect them to do anything at Stamford Bridge. We're going to go through the lineup. I actually like the lineup. You know, I wanted a whole heap of changes. We got a whole heap of changes, a whole heap of kids playing, which is fantastic. Reggie Walsh, ladies and gentlemen, is playing. It'll be very interesting to see how he does in this match. Hopefully, he performs well. He took one thunderous shot in the first leg, and I wish it went in. It would have been sensational had it gone in for the youngster. So we will see what Reggie Walsh has to offer. Tariq George is starting as well. I believe Achapong too. So we'll go through the lineup very, very soon. But yeah, I expect Chelsea Football Club to make it to the final. And this is why we're going to watch Fiorentina versus Real Betis to see who is going to meet us in the final. I suspect it might be Real Betis. Anthony over there is doing a madness. Big up to each and every one of you guys that is tuned in. Texas Blue 24. Big up to Nehemia. Big up as well. Nehemia saying this. We're after Strasbourg striker. Look, I'm not surprised. I have been saying this for the past couple of months that do not be surprised, do not be shocked if we get linked with Amiga. And here we are. We are linked with Amiga, ladies and gentlemen. Whether it happens or not, we shall see, but we are linked. And this is why some parts of our fan base, large parts of our fan base, we get upset. You know, there's some good momentum happening now. There's seems like the morale is on the up. Seems like the team wants to fight for Champions League football, but you get put down, you get demoralized by seeing these type of links. This is what you hope that next season, when we make it to Champions League, hopefully we make it to Champions League, that you see a change. You see a change in the policy. You see a change in how we are run as a football club under this new ownership. And I'm worried that the whole nonsense of buying all of these gems will continue because, look, you see the levels that's required in the Champions League. Simply buying gems and hoping that they turn out to be monsters, it's not going to cut it. It's simply not going to cut it. But yeah, we'll talk about all of that in details. Big up Nehemia. Big up DLM Superplex. I like him, my man. I like him. My man has changed his name to Superplex, like the way I said it yesterday. Tommy, big up as well. Football wins. Big up to you. Thoughts on Arsenal, Miz, if we had to remove banter aside? Thoughts on Arsenal? Wow. To remove banter aside, or you want me to be serious? Look, what a joke. What an absolute joke. How Arsenal Football Club and Arsenal fans are okay with Mikel Arteta still being at the helm, I'll never know. What is it, 5 seasons without winning any trophy? This season, you were apparently, supposedly primed to win the Premier League, and looks like you're probably even going to miss out on the second position. Man City, on their worst season, is about to claw their way to second position. And who knows, if we continue winning the way we have been in recent times, we may even catch up to Arsenal and take over them. So look, it's been an embarrassment. They've been eliminated from all domestic trophies as well. And now they've crashed out of the Champions League bombastically. PSG absolutely handled them. And the audacity of Mikel Arteta to go out there publicly stating the best team has crashed out of Champions League. Are you having a laugh? Are you actually having a laugh? The best team got knocked out of the Champions League? I'm sorry. The best team that does long throw-ins and only looks at corner kicks? The only threat Arsenal Football Club have is Saka. Everyone else is just looking for corners and throw-ins. That team, don't get me wrong, Arsenal was a good team, but it's really just Saka. Everyone else is subpar or below par. So the audacity of Mikel Arteta to come out and say, oh, over the two legs, the best team didn't win. PSG won the better team. Oh, look at look at PSG. Their best player was their goalkeeper. That tells you everything. Well, excuse me. Arsenal should have got battered. This is why I wish PSG just absolutely creamed all over them yesterday. I wish PSG didn't miss that penalty. I wish Kvaratskhelia shot didn't hit the post. I wish Barcola didn't screw up. I wish Desiree Doué scored. There was so many chances. Look, Arsenal banter aside, yeah, you're in the mud. You're in the mud. Shervin, big up to you, my man. Big up, Miss. Sad to see Reece James relegated to the B team. Look, I don't know if we can say sad to see. I think we are managing him. We have to remember Reece James, he's been injured for so long. We are managing him. Hopefully his body fully recovers. Hopefully, now he's seeing a prolonged period of time. Hopefully this continues on. He's been injured for the past 4 years, man. So hopefully he's found some level of consistency to stay fit. And look, right now, I agree with a lot of people. It's very difficult to include Reece James in the main team because, one, Caicedo is playing as a pseudo right back who then inverts into midfield because Lavia is back. And the only position Reece James could potentially play for us in the first team is as a RCB. And right now, Chalobah in the RCB position, he can be a lot more dynamic and throw his body around. Whereas Reece James, if he does that, he could potentially get injured again. Now, having said that, eventually enough, I do want to see Reece James come back into the team. I do. Because a fully fit and a fully, up and roaring Reece James is something that you need in the team. It's something that you definitely need in the team. We know what Reece James can offer us. We know. So let's see. Let's see what happens down the track. It's a good problem to have. We can field Reece James in the Conference League, which is still giving him minutes. And, hopefully we make it to the final, which we should. And then he can play in the final against one of Fiorentina or Real Betis, which will be a good test. So, and there's always next season too. There's always next season. Dylan Perplex, big up, Superplex. Yes, 2 of my best days of the season, brother Miz. After having a disastrous season, got to see 2 noisy fan bases shedding oceans of tears. One in red, the other one in Blaugrana. Yeah, look, you're right. You're right, man. Arsenal in the mud and Barcelona also in the mud. But then El Clasico is just around the corner. So be careful because I feel like Barcelona is going to smoke Real Madrid. Yeah, that's going to be a very, very tasty El Clasico indeed. Marcus, big up my man. I don't think us Premier League fans can start calling Serie A and Liga Farmers League anymore. Look, Serie A definitely not. There's no way you can call Serie A Farmers League. There is some serious teams there. It's a pretty competitive league, When you see AC Milan, 7th or 8th or something like that, something ridiculous, it's a serious league. Liga, I still think, is a bit of a farmers league, man. Besides PSG, I know this season Strasbourg's doing well. Marseille are there and thereabouts. Monaco, Lille, Nice. I mean, besides PSG, everyone else is just not that good enough, man, to be honest. Um, yeah, I get what Luis Enrique is saying. You know, PSG has gone out there and smoked all the Premier League teams, but I still think League is a bit of a farmers league. It definitely is, in my personal opinion. That's true. PSG only good ones. Yep. Reggie Park, big up to you, my man. Ms. Arsenal fans ridiculed us for being in Conference League that we're poised to win. I bet they'd sell their souls to win that trophy. Look, I mean, I don't want to hype up Conference League, but yeah, I mean, we're still on target to win a trophy. And if we make it to the Champions League, you know, it's the same as Arsenal. They've made it to the Champions League. We've made it to the Champions League. We got a trophy to show for. They don't have nothing to show for. So, yeah, it's been, look, put it this way. It's been a shocking season for Arsenal. It really has. It really has. Adnan, big up to you, my man. Premier League is way stronger. One team from each league may be strong. Premier League overall is way ahead. 100%. 100%. Mr. Rich, big up, my man. Big up to you. Football wins. Standout performer tonight, Miz. Let's actually talk about that. We'll bring out the lineup. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the lineup for us against Djurgarden at Stamford Bridge. Jurgensen in goalkeeping position. Malo Gusto is back. Tosin, Badiashile, Kukurea. I hope Kukurea still backs up against Newcastle because I need Kukurea playing badly. Reece James captains. Achapong is going to be in midfield, which is very, very interesting. Reece James will be in the midfield as well. Reggie Walsh is there. He's going to be in midfield. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Is it going to be Malo Gusto in midfield? Is it going to be Reece James in midfield? We shall see. Dewsbury Hall will play as the number 10. Then you've got Sancho and Tariq George. Well, Walsh will play as the number 10, really. I think Dewsbury Hall will play maybe through the middle. Who knows? Tariq George on the right, Sancho on the left, and Dewsbury Hall maybe through the middle, and Walsh just in behind. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe Tariq George will play up front. Dewsbury Hall will play on the right side. Sancho on the left side. We'll see how it all. We'll see how it all. We'll see how it all pans out. Frederick, big up, my man. Miss, the garden in Djurgarden is actually pronounced Gordon. Djurgarden. Let me know if I've pronounced it right. Djurgarden. Chelsea versus Djurgarden. All right. Sudarshan, big up, my man. We won't win Conference League. Please relax, guys. And if we don't win Conference League, like, shut the shop. Because what's your opinion on Pope Leo? My opinion? I don't really have any opinion. I don't really follow Pope Leo. What is the Roman numeral of that? Is that 14? I believe that's 14. If we win Conference League, we are the only team to win all European trophies. Arsenal fans need to be ashamed. Yeah, look, it's a European trophy that, look, let's not hope to win this ever again. We do it this one time, and that's it. I don't want to do this Conference League thing ever again in my lifetime. I don't want to do Conference League. Europa League is the least. So, yeah, fair enough. Hopefully we do win it, and we're going to have the entire set. No problems. But let's not hype this up too much, because this is a competition we don't belong in. This is not for us. In fact, I don't even know if the Conference League is really for any Premier League teams, if I'm being absolutely honest. Because any Premier League team coming into the Conference League will probably win it. This is why we saw West Ham win it a few years back. Even if a team like Brighton go into the Conference League, they'll probably win it, you know. Even if a team like Brentford go into the Conference League, I think they'll win it. I think Brentford wins the Conference League. Brentford's strong, bro. Brentford would win this the Conference League. I've got no doubts about that. Absolutely zero doubts about that. So it's not for us. It's not for us. It really isn't for us. CFC Hafa, big up my man. I want to see Arsenal in the Europa League, and hopefully Palace wins the FA Cup. Yeah, I do hope that Palace wins the FA Cup. We'll be cheering Palace on. We'll be cheering Palace on, that's for sure. Because I do not want Spurs winning Europa. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about this. I don't want them to win either. They should be trophyless forever. As much as I dislike Man United as well, but maybe we can live with Man United winning it. Maybe we can live with that. But yeah, Spurs, yeah, less of that. Less of that. If Conference League exited in COVID, it'd be called UEFA's Home League. Dad joke, Zoo. Sorry. Come on, Adnan. Could Nottingham win the Europa League? Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Europa League's a little bit tougher. You got some quality teams in Europa League. It's a little bit tougher, but I could see Nottingham Forest winning that. I definitely see us. If we're in the Europa League, I definitely see us winning it as well. But we really need to be in the Champions League. I don't see us with the current squad winning the Champions League. We need this is why we need to make sure that we make the right transfers. We do the right thing by the team. We really do. Bodo 3-0 Spurs incoming, brother Miz. Yeah, look, it's away from home. You never know. Anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. And Kunku is injured. Surely this is him gone, Miz. Yeah, injured. Injured. You're right. Look, it's over. There's only a handful of games left till the end of the season. Obviously, after this is Club World Cup. It's over. It is over for Nkunku. Yeah, he needs to move on. He needs to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, smash up the like button. Absolutely annihilate the like button, guys. Pump the like button. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. So let's do that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do that. I'm okay with Spurs winning. It means Arsenal even more. You know what? That's probably the only angle that I like about this situation. If Spurs win, Arsenal fan base will have a meltdown like none other. Do you understand how massive this is? If Spurs get a European trophy before Arsenal, oh my God, it will be the most sensational mudding of Arsenal Football Club for a lifetime. That is the only angle, because can you imagine Expressions? Expressions is going to own North London. Expression is going to eat Arsenal Fan TV. He's going to eat Don Robbie. Look at what Expression's doing already. And they've not even won anything. Imagine they actually win it. It'll be over. It'll be over. That's the only angle that I can see, which is entertaining. I hate Arsenal and Man United fans more than Spurs. Spurs aren't relevant anymore for me. Look, yeah, I kind of look, there was a time where I hated Spurs so much when they had Dele Alli and Harry Kane and them lot. I hated them so much. I still dislike them. But I'm with you, Adnan. I probably hate my most hated is Arsenal. I hate Arsenal fan base so much. I hate everything about Arsenal. That's probably my most hated. Then it's Man United. Liverpool's there as well. But yeah, you're right. For me, Spurs, they've just become so irrelevant. They're probably after those teams. So still hate them. Still hate them. But yeah, I hear what you mean, man. I hear what you mean. Michael, big up, my man. Hey, Miss, my cousin is fitness coach of Djurgarden. He is there right now. Question: what are our odds of winning the Club World Cup? I mean, look, if we can find form, it seems like we're finding a little bit of form. It seems like we're finding a little bit of form. If we can find form, and go into that competition with a good finish to this season. If we can finish the season by finishing in the Champions League positions and we go into that competition, Club World Cup competition, with a lot of confidence, high morale, with good form, I don't know, maybe we have a chance. Maybe we have a chance. Do you know what I mean? Maybe we have a chance. Mike K, big up my man. And Miz, have you seen Arteta's light bulb speech, brother? This manager is on some good drugs. How the team didn't burst out laughing is a mission. Look, he's a fraudulent manager. There's no two ways about it. He's an absolute fraud. How Arsenal Football Club are just accepting of this is beyond me. It's actually beyond me. They're a fraud of a club. He's a fraud of a manager. He really is. The amount of nonsense he's been saying as well. Wow. Erland, Miz, who will you be rooting for in the Champions League final? PSG. I really want Luis Enrique to win. I'll be cheering PSG. But then again, I've got nothing against Inter Milan. I like Inter Milan as well. I like Simone Inzaghi. I like his team. A lot of players in that team that I really like and fancy. I wish they were playing for Chelsea Football Club. But yeah, PSG. I'll be rooting for PSG. Shano, big up, my man. Big up, Miz. You were spot on about the striker from Strasbourg. Underwhelming to say the least. I said it a few months back. I said, look, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if we get linked with Emiga. And here we are. We're being linked with him. And don't even be surprised if we actually end up buying him. Don't even be surprised. Because I feel like this is what our ownership and our directorship, this is what they want to do. The whole reason to get Strasbourg is like a pathway, development pathway. Strasbourg players that do well, that are showing potential, yeah, you can now play for Chelsea Football Club. So, yeah, this is why I get upset. And when I see comments like, "Oh, Miz, you stay on that side now. Don't you dare come on this side and then cheer the team." What do you mean? I've always wanted the best for the team, but I've hated our policy. I've hated our, the way we run the business, the way we run the club. I thought maybe if we qualify for the Champions League that all of that's going to change, but maybe it's not. Maybe it won't change. Maybe it won't change. All right. Okay, match is going to start very, very soon. Let's get ready. Come on, bro. This is not the question. This is not a question for football. Channel. Come on, man. But all I'll say is that hopefully everyone stays safe. All your friends and close ones, friends and relatives, friends and family. Hope everyone stays safe because it's not, it's not nice. It's not nice to go through that. But yeah. Hey, Morris and Miz, would the winner of the Conference League get qualifications to the next Club World Cup? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's only for Champions League winners. People. That's a good question, Actually, what is the criteria? What is the criteria for Club World Cup? I think it's Champions League winners, that's for sure. But then how do all these other teams qualify? Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Dylan Perplex, those are the kinds of fans encouraging soft parenting, brother means be soft, gentle, and give kids they want kind of kids. Tough love is an alien concept to them. Yeah. Yep. Smash up the like button, guys. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Match will start very, very soon. The players are out. Let's watch both of these games. Fiorentina versus Real Betis and Chelsea versus Djurgarden. Come on. Come on. Yeah, Tyreek George is playing. Oh, okay. The Conference League page is showing that Reggie Walsh is playing on the right. Dewsbury Hall will play through the middle. Okay. James and Achapong as well in midfield. We'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. In Life No Limits, big up Miz. Trust you well, brother. You called it regarding Amiga. Dude being linked with Chelsea. These guys are cheapskates. Yeah. It was so obvious to see that we're getting linked with Amiga. It was so obvious to see. And here we are. We are linked. Mike K. Miz, really big up to you doing a watch along for a 5 a.m. match. Your time is dedication. Yeah, look, I generally wake up early. So this time is not that bad, which works for me. It's the ones that are even earlier that is very difficult for me, but we've done it. This is nice to see. Reece James putting his hand around Reggie Walsh. Good on Reece James for doing that. Dylan Perplex, where is Gusto playing? I think he's playing as a RCB. Erlen Miz, are you into F1? I used to be a while back. Maybe early 2000s till about mid 2000s I was still into it, but now I don't really follow it. So I mean I keep a tab of it here and there. Like I keep up with the news here and there, but no, I don't religiously follow it. No. Marcus, worst news I heard today is Chelsea willing to get rid of Reece James for under 25 million. I don't think Chelsea will, man. I really don't think so. He's now been around the club for a while. He's won stuff with us. We should probably look to. I mean, look, his injury is the issue. If he keeps getting injured, then yeah. Real Betis' captain is Isco. Real Betis is probably a good team. Bis, hey Miz, everyone hit the likes, come on. Shanu, roll on Newcastle this weekend. We see what we made of. Yeah, that's the big game. Newcastle's the big game. This is just... Yeah, this is Djurgarden. Yeah, this is a Mickey Mouse show. There we go. We've kicked off. Jorgensen goes long. Ma had a poll up. Would you take 80 points but third or 70 points but second? I mean, third and second, does it really matter? I'd probably take the points, which means I've had more wins. 70 points but second makes me think I've not been consistent enough. I'd take 80 points because for me, that shows that I've done well. I've done really well. And for me to come third with 80 points, the two clubs above me have done really well as well. 70 makes me think it was poor. It was poor. Yeah. For me, point tally matters. Points tally matters. Because, yeah, it shows that you've picked up more wins. And because we're comparing second and third, like if you were to say, would you take first at, I don't know, 80 points, or would you take second at 90 points? I'd take first, obviously. The matter changes if you say, you're going to win for less points. You're always taking the win. But if it's between second, third, fourth, what does it matter? What does that matter? But yeah, if someone was to tell me, Miz, would you take first being on 80 points or second being on 85 points? I'll take first being on 80 points. Now they're saying at 70 points, you're most likely losing the league in second by 10 or more points. Yeah. Basically, you're nowhere to be seen after the winner. Reggie Walsh. Reece James. Benoit Badiashile. Benoit. Jadon Sancho. Seems like we're really playing with inside forwards, aren't we? We're playing with fullbacks today. We're playing with Malo Gusto as the fullback. And we're playing with, Cucurella in the middle. Yeah, one fullback. We're playing with one fullback, but Achapong is sort of like a pseudo LCB. Early days still. Cucurella. Dewsbury Hall. Out wide. There's a poor pass from Malo Gusto from Dewsbury Hall. Come on, Dewsbury Hall. Ajay, man, this is a football channel, brother. This is not a space for views on India-Pakistan war. Come on, man. All I'll say, as I said earlier, I hope everyone just stays safe, man. Just stay safe. Cross coming in from Malo Gusto, and that's been overhit. See what's going on with the Real Betis game. Fiorentina now have the ball. Shano is saying, sorry if any Liverpool fans in here, but they got to worst champions in a long time, had it handed to them on a plate. Look, I mean, whether it's been handed to them on a plate, whether it's been a worse league, bottom line, they're champions. Bottom line, they're champions. And they've been good. You know, they've did all the hard work earlier parts of the season. Yes, in the last few matches they've faltered a little bit, but they've had it in the bag. Yeah. I don't want to discredit Liverpool, man. Look, you've won the league. Big up to you for winning the league. Yeah, champions are champions. Reece James back to Achapong. Yeah, Achapong's kind of playing like a LCB. Sancho. Sven saying, who's your Ballon d'Or favorite? Do you know what? I mean, why can't Donnarumma's name be in that Ballon d'Or? Donnarumma, he's done a madness, man. Both against Liverpool, maybe not so much against Aston Villa, but definitely against Arsenal. I'm just saying, like, Donnarumma's name should be there. Rafinha, obviously. Yamal, of course. Dembele, of course. The usual suspects, Salah. Now, the special thing about Liverpool is they're consistent. They have a consistent goal scorer in Salah, then that can usually win you points when things may not go your way. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Should be between Donnarumma and Sommer. Oh, man, Sommer is well a good shout. Please, we watch football to escape the crazy we live in. No politics in football. Yeah, look, I mean, there's so many issues around the world, man. There's so many issues around the world. Like, where do you even begin? Sancho, Cucurella, Reece James, Malo Gusto. Ah, man, Malo Gusto, come on, brother. What's going on, Malo Gusto? Miz, are you coming to the States for the Club World Cup? Look, the plan was to come, but it's starting to look impossible now. Yeah, there are other things that I need to attend to. So I need to have my leave available for that. Potentially, there's going to be my younger brother's wedding by the end of this year, early next year. So, yeah, we are in the preparation of doing that now, and then we need leave during that time. So it's probably not going to happen. I so badly wanted to be there. But it's probably not going to happen. And it's tough with. I've got 2 young kids. Like, it's tough to travel with kids, man. Very tough. Because I'm not going to come by myself. Like, if I do go, I'll take my family with me. Got to become your own boss, man. Grow the channel quickly. Yeah. Look, it's difficult. I'll give you an example. And this is not me being this is not me being salty or anything like that, but it's difficult. Look, put it this way. Matisse and Eunice are doing watch along at the same time. I'm doing watch along, Matisse is doing watch along, Eunice is doing watch along. But have a look at how many numbers they have on their channel watching them right now and how many numbers I have watching me right now. It's very difficult, man. It's very difficult. Eunice is an OG and Matisse is a superstar. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to grow the channel, man. It really isn't. But I'm humble, man. I'm happy with where it's gone and I'm happy with what I've got. Is it ever going to get to the level where I can do it as a full-time basis? I don't know. I don't think so. But I'm happy with what I have. So, yeah. Coin Gang is with you, Miz. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ooh, Real Betis almost scoring. Achapong as well, getting into the box. It's gone out for a corner. $40K is really good number. Too hard to hit that as well. Not true. We've been grinding. In due time, inshallah. Sandy, hit that like button. Come on. Keep going, OG. We enjoy you and the channel very much. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And look, a huge part of me doing this is because of you guys. Or else I wouldn't even bother. Like, I'm not wasting my time coming here and the community that we've built is not here. I do this because I see you guys. You guys are always commenting. You guys are always here in the watch-alongs. This is why, it's interesting for me. I like it. How many people can say that, on the match day, I watched the match with hundreds together? How many people can say that? So I'm blessed from that side. And I thank each and every one of you guys for being able to do that. And I hope that you get something out of it as well. Do you know what I mean? So this channel is everything you guys have built. Like, seriously. That's why I enjoy your watch-alongs. Appreciate that. Come on, Isco, my man. Yeah, Isco's doing all right. Real Betis at the moment, obviously ahead due to the first leg victory. I prefer your watch-alongs, Miz. Appreciate that. Allah, my man. Joe, big up, Miz. I love your vibe. You're a good man. I don't miss watching your channel from Nigeria. Appreciate that, Joe. Appreciate that. I challenge you to get more than my most viewed video. I challenge you to get more than my most viewed video. I don't really understand that, Shervin. I challenge you to get more than my most viewed video. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Wash looks decent. Yep. Here comes Sancho. Come on, Sancho. We appreciate you, Brother Miz. Thank you so much. Every watch along, I'm here, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. Wash on the youngster incoming. He looks decent. Yeah. So far, so good. I'm very keen to see how things pan out for Walsh, what the future holds for him. Is he going to turn out to be a pure profit player? I don't know. That's a nice pass. Walsh out wide. Jadon Sancho. Ruth, because your channel is actually healing my loneliness. That's deep. That's deep. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, Ruth. That means a lot. Yeah. The feeling of loneliness is is a tough one. And the fact that this channel helps you out through that, that's massive. That's massive. Appreciate that, Ruth. And big up to you as well. Shervin means he wants you to get more subs than his most viewed video. Okay, or views. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, hopefully. KDH is stealing a living. I wonder what the future of KDH is as well, man. Like, this summer is going to be very interesting. This summer, the amount of players that are going to leave and who's going to come in as well. It's going to be mad. Djurgarden building up from the back. 15 minutes gone and it's still 0-0 everywhere. What's happening with the Man United game? 1 hour should be over there as well, to be honest. Nil-nil everywhere. Nil-nil everywhere. Because I enjoyed your watch-alongs compared to Eunice and Matisse. I'm getting the vibe from you. Appreciate. Look, I'm never going to take anything away from Eunice and Matisse. They're superstars, man. Like, never going to take anything away. I do appreciate the kind words. All I'm going to say is that YouTube algorithm doesn't always seem to support me. I don't know why, but YouTube algorithm, it does a dirty on me at times. It really does. It really does a dirty on me. Like when you think about it, and I'm not boasting or anything, I feel like I provide, good content in the sense of daily news update, my opinions. I have a really good discussions with the live chat. The content on the channel is good, as what you guys are saying. But the algorithm, it doesn't seem to support. It doesn't seem to support, and it's frustrating at times. At times it's frustrating, but you get over it because life moves on. I've got all these other things to think about. It moves on, but yeah, YouTube algorithm is the issue here. Hopefully one day it comes around for me. Hopefully one day the YouTube algorithm works for me. Brother Miz, your channel prevented me from folding to the embarrassment of losing to a club like Arsenal in the UCL. I'm learning how to handle the embarrassment well. I don't know if that's meant to be... Yeah, maybe that is a compliment. Yeah, maybe that is a compliment. Sanjay Miz, bro, after watching Champions League game yesterday, this game is so boring. I'm watching both the games, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not excited about either. I'm not excited about the Real Betis versus Fiorentina because it seems like a boring game there, and I'm not excited about our game either. It seems like a boring game here. We saw the quality yesterday, and that's where it needs to be, man. That's where it needs to be. Here comes Real Betis. They're going to score. Oh, man. Oh, good block. Couple of really good blocks from Fiorentina. Shervin, Miz, your personality and raw takes resonate because they are very candid and genuine. If you want to get even higher, you could look at hiring an editor and do editorial content. Yeah, look, I did think about that, but all of that costs money, Shervin, man. Like, some of these editors out there, and they charge you a leg and an arm. Like, it's not cheap. And then, look, I could understand if my channel was making double what it's making now. Like, alhamdulillah, like, by the grace of God, I'm happy with what it makes. It's a good side income, but it's not to the point where here comes Fiorentina. Ooh, almost a goal for Fiorentina. But it's not to the point where I can just dish out money for editors. Do you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, maybe it's an expense that you need to bear in order to go to the next level. I hear that. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But it is a good point, Shervin. It is definitely a good point. Bilbao ain't coming back. Nah, no chance. I mean, they don't have Nico Williams. They don't have Inaki Williams. I mean, those players didn't even make a difference in the first leg anyway. Here comes another corner for Chelsea. KDH about to take this. Took a short. Reggie Walsh. Cross is gone to nowhere. Nicole. And now everyone lifts the right hand and hits the right button. Come on. Come on, guys. Smash up the like button. Radio Park, Ms. Eunice and Ma, uniquely excellent, different style, vibe, and all are entertaining and informative. Exactly. We're all different. We're all very different. Eunice is, you could probably say, me and Eunice, there is probably a little bit of similarity, but then his delivery to my delivery is very different. In terms of mentality wise, Eunice is probably, I'm probably very close to Eunice's mindset. That's why a lot of people sometimes mistake me with Eunice. But yeah, our deliveries are different, and Matisse is just totally different. Totally different. Do you support a local team? I'm trying, my man. I'm trying. I went to a Sydney FC game recently. It was oh my days! How's Fiorentina not scored there? My God! I went to the Europa League version of Asian Championship. So Asian Championship has their Asian Champions League, and then they've got an Asian Champions Cup, I think. Well, Champions League 2. So I went to that. Here we go. Real Betis, Anthony. Oh, what a save. Fiorentina, what a save. Anthony with a shot. That was goal bound. What a save. What a save. So yeah, I went to that game. Sydney FC versus a Singaporean team, I believe. And that was such a boring game, man. I took my son to that game. A lot of his mates came as well. Their dads. So we had a dad group and the kids group. So we had fun like us. But the game was just boring as hell. I tried my level best to get myself and my son to enjoy a local team, but the football is so damn boring. It's not even funny. Mike K, not only that, but like you said, Ms., you read so many chats compared to others. Not saying I don't like the others. I do, but your watch-alongs just feel more connected with fans. Yeah, look, I feel like if I don't communicate with you guys, it's like I'm talking to no one. Do you know what I mean? For me, having you guys there in the live chat and being able to extrapolate what you guys are saying creates for a better viewing, creates for a all-inclusive viewing. Like I'm making you guys part of the channel as well. You're part of the discussion. Like if I didn't do this, I'm going to have to generate a conversation all on my own. It's like just speaking to myself. Like now I feel like there's nearly 150 of you guys and I'm consistently talking to all you guys. I feel I need that. And in essence, it creates a better showing as well. So that's how I look at it. I've seen others don't do that, but each to their own. Like I don't know why others don't do that. Maybe Whatever makes them feel comfortable, man. Whatever makes them feel comfortable. Do you think if you got a better camera and changed your background and all, it might help a bit of production quality work would do you good? I think, look, recently I got myself a new camera. All of this, yeah, it would definitely help. It would definitely help. Yeah, all of this is time, effort, money. If I was another 15 years younger, excuse me. If I was another 15 years younger, if I was single, if I didn't have kids, if I wasn't such a family man, yeah, maybe all of these things could have been possible. But maybe it is still possible. Maybe it is still possible. It's just a matter of getting things done slowly by slowly. As I said, it's time and effort that it's so difficult to squeeze. Let's see. But yeah, it's a good point. It's definitely a good point, and it's definitely a point that would make a lot of difference. We love Miz. Keep going, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Handball, lol. I missed that. I missed that handball. Reece James to Achapong. Still 0-0 after 26 minutes. We're just taking it easy. I mean, our big game is Newcastle. You can tell the players are just taking it easy. And look, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. The big match is Newcastle. It's a matter of let's not get injured. Let's not overwork ourselves. We're in the final. The final will be tricky. Don't get me wrong. Real Betis, Fiorentina, both teams are good. But we'll worry about the final when we get closer to it. I understand the stance of the players and I get the vibe of this match. Yeah, we're just going easy. We're taking it easy. That's lovely. Good movement. Nice little work there from Tyreek George and KDH. Here's Tyreek George again. Oh, Tyreek George. Whoa. Oh, man, that's good play. Good shot from KDH. Cucurella. Crazy shot. Miz, bro, what do you think about Nkunku? Is he done in Chelsea's shirt, and how much are we gonna get for him if we sell him? Yeah, he's done. He's done in the Chelsea shirt. It's all over. I don't expect Nkunku to feature for Chelsea ever again till the end of the season. By the way, Tyreek George, that was beautiful from him. How much are we gonna get for him? I don't know. Look, hopefully we get something around 35 to 40 million. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. How did you come to support Chelsea? I've said this many a times, but I'll say it again. It was after France 98, probably somewhere around 1999 onwards, when all my mates, because I didn't know club football. I didn't even know club football existed as a kid. It was all international football for me. I'm a big German international fan. Like Germany was my team, as is my team still. And then in high school, when I arrived in Australia, arrived in year 6 in Australia. Prior to that, I was in Abu Dhabi, and then prior to that, I was in Bangladesh. But it was in year 8 when all my friends, they started talking about club football. And then I was like, wow, I had no idea there was a club scene. And at that time, I didn't have a club. So just randomly one weekend, I was just watching English Premier League, and it happened to be Chelsea versus Newcastle. Just random. It could have been Man United versus someone, or Liverpool versus someone, or Arsenal versus someone. It could have been just totally random. So there's no logic, you can say maybe fate. This is what it was meant to happen. So it was Chelsea versus Newcastle, and I just liked the way Chelsea were playing. You know, I remember Zola was still part of the team. And that's probably why I started following Chelsea. Yeah. No huge logic behind it. Like, not that my dad was a Chelsea fan. My dad still doesn't know anything about club football. My dad is all about internet. Our goal, Real Betis won, ladies and gentlemen. Goal for Real Betis. Bilbao goal as well. Wow. Real Betis looks like they're going to be going into the final. Tyreek George with a shot as well. That's been well saved by the goalkeeper. Well, not really a shot. That was a cross. But Betis has scored, ladies and gentlemen. Bilbao won. Oh, my days. Should we be watching the Bilbao game instead? Bilbao won. They just need one more to level things, no? Or no? Did they lose 3-0? Anthony scored as well. It was Anthony. Well, Anthony is going to be a problem. Isco took the free kick. Sorry, Anthony took the free kick. Went in from the free kick. There you go. I didn't even know that it was a free kick. I just saw the ball back of the net. It was a free kick from Anthony. Wow, what a goal. Do you know what? Man United fans, they're going to be cheering Anthony in the final. There are 2 more goals for Bilbao. Bilbao, Onana's worse than Sanchez, by the way. 1-2 Real Betis, Anthony scoring. My God. My goodness me. Let's change that. Anthony. Real Betis will be tough. Real Betis will be tough. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, triple watch along. Nah, I don't think I can do triple watch along. How am I going to fit another screen? I'm watching in one screen. I've halved it. I'm watching Real Betis, Fiorentina, Real Betis, and Chelsea Djurgarden. Like, I need maybe on this screen. I've got 3 screens, but I've got the scoreboard in one. I've got you guys in one, and then I've got the match. Like, I need a 4th screen. Actually, I actually do. This needs to be like a studio. I need screens everywhere. I just have all these games on. Yeah, do you know? I was just about to ask. Do you guys reckon Betis could beat us? Do you guys reckon Real Betis could beat us? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. Can Betis beat us? They look like they could. I mean, we should beat them. We should be beating them. But they could potentially beat us. That would be embarrassing, to be honest, though. Rafael Benitez at the bridge. Yeah, what is he doing there? Milo, okay, big up, my man. They can, but if we play well, then no. Yeah. I agree. If we play well, then no chance. But they can. It would be embarrassing if we don't win the Conference League. It really will be. We have to. We couldn't beat Ipswich this season, so Betis definitely can beat us. Shit. When you put it that way, yeah. If we lose to Anthony, man, it would be so embarrassing. Oh my God. They'll laugh at us. They really will. Fiorentina with a corner coming up. Malo Gusto now. Out wide. Cross coming in, and it's been defended. Bilbao need 2 more goals. I don't know, man. I don't know if Bilbao can do 2 more. If they get 1 more. Oh, Fiorentina scored. Fiorentina scored, ladies and gentlemen. Every time I look away and look back and someone's scoring in that game now. Goossens. German player, Goossen, right? Fiorentina has scored, ladies and gentlemen, and it's 1-1 over there. Corner came in and was a header. Lovely header. Fiorentina, look. Both of these teams will be... Fiorentina is easier than Betis. Okay. Yes, I will banter. But I think Fiorentina will also be... will give you a game. But yeah, I do think Fiorentina is easier as well. You're right. I have a feeling it will be similar game versus Villarreal in the Super Cup. Parma scores to make it 1-0. Anthony equalizes 1-1. Then we win it in penalty shootout. Damn. Man's got the whole script ready. 1-1. Fiorentina has leveled things up. Fiorentina, I knew we had to watch a double watch along because there's no way the Chelsea game would have been exciting, and it's not. And I get it. I'm not even complaining that, oh, why isn't it exciting? You know, a bigger game against Newcastle coming up, and this tie is finished. We won the first leg 4-1. So I get that. I knew we had to do a double watch along and watch Real Betis versus Fiorentina because that's going to be a good one. De Gea versus Ante. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. De Gea. Fiorentina goalkeeper. David De Gea. Yeah. Fiorentina lost 3 finals in a row. They've been making sure it's not 4. Wow, really? As in 3 Conference League finals? I think Fiorentina has a chance. Big up Coin Gang, big up Damon, big up to see you. Swoosh, Fiorentina and Betis are strong teams. We should beat them easy, but unfortunately, but Chelsea now, you never know. Moise Keane. Gusto is rubbish, has no quality at all in the final third. You know what? This season, Malo Gusto he's been a letdown, man. He really has. Like, okay, there's been a lot of times where he's had to invert and he's had to take up a new position, and that can be a bit difficult to adapt. But the fundamentals of your game, you know, crossing and passing, that it shouldn't affect that, should it? It shouldn't affect your fundamentals. Real Betis again into the box. Ooh. Yunus got his pillow out. The whole sleep along. Oh, man. I'm glad I'm doing a double watch along. I had to. There was no way I'm just watching that Chelsea. In fact, I'm not even watching too much of that Chelsea game. I'm watching more Real Betis and Fiorentina. And I'm telling you, both of these teams will be a good game for us. Real Betis will be a very good game for us. Here comes Anthony. Cross coming in. Ooh. Means you're not concerned about lack of quality in this B team. What we'll do in Champions League next season, we need quality to compete. Yeah, look, of course it's goal. I missed the goal. I missed our goal. KDH. Now I'm going to see it in the highlights. I missed the goal. Djurgarden players are very angry with each other. Let's have a look. I need to see it in the highlights. Goal for us. KDH. Here we go. Nice pass. Tyreek George through the middle. KDH. That's a good finish from KDH. Tyreek George, nice assist. Good assist from Tyreek George. Good goal from KDH. Nice. Love it. I love it. Why not? Why not? It's over. It's over for Djurgarden. Djurgarden. Dewsbury Hall. Keenan Dewsbury Hall. Tyreek George assist. Good on him. Tyreek George, man. Hopefully he turns out to be a fine player for us. I truly hope so. George assist, yep. Nice one. Is Spurs game still 0-0? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it is. It is still 0-0. This is a friendly, to be honest. Yeah, it really is. It really is. It really is a friendly. I mean, Yeah. You can see we are not in our top gear, and I get it. I completely understand why we're not in our top gear, and we don't need to be. We're winning 5-1. Ooh, Fiorentina almost with another goal. Sorry, Real Betis almost with another goal. Um, you see the intensity we played with against Liverpool. I know that was the A team. I fully get it. Yeah, that's the level I want to see always. But of course, this game, yeah, this is a friendly. It's a friendly. It's a friendly. Tyreek George has had his birthday. He's now considered a senior player on the team. How old is Tyreek George now? Is he 19? Still would have liked our fringe players to show some more. Yeah, yeah, true, true. 19. The board adding another zero to George's price. Sven saying, "You think Sancho's done?" I don't know, man. I mean, to be honest, I'd like him to. I'd like us to let him go back to Man United. I'd like us to pay the penalty and send him back to Man United. We need better. We need better in the Premier League. You need a lot better. You need a lot better. But I feel like Chelsea are going to pay the release clause. Sorry, they're going to pay the. I think Chelsea will pay the obligation fee, the 25 million, and then yeah, Sancho will be our player. The question is, what will be Sancho's wages? What will be his salary? Because he was on big wages at Man United. In fact, he's still on big wages because Man United pay part of his wages. Garnacho, what a miss. Wow. Mr. Rich is saying, I want him to stay. I like Sancho. DLM Superplex, Brother Miz, would you say Jose's 100 points at Real Madrid was better or Pep's 100-point City? Wow. Goal. Goal. Fiorentina 2. Fiorentina 2. I got to watch this again. I was watching the Chelsea game. I missed the Fiorentina goal. Goal for Fiorentina. Ooh, it's 3-3. It's 3-3. That game spicing up nice. Let's watch this goal for Fiorentina. 3-3. And again from another set piece. Fiorentina set piece specialist. Oh my days, Fiorentina. Fiorentina rocking those corners and they're getting goals from the corners. Set pieces are killing Real Betis. We got to be careful. Ashraf saying, I regret saying Fiorentina is easier, Miss. Ashraf is the biggest flip-flop, man. He is the biggest flip-flop. Fiorentina 2, Fiorentina goal, Fiorentina 2-1, Fiorentina doing a madness. They are. Set pieces, man. Set pieces. Well, it's 3-3. Real Betis is still there. I don't know, man. Both of these teams will be a bit of a handful. Will be a bit of a handful. DLM Superplex, Fiorentina not to be underestimated. They thrashed Juventus 3-0, by the way. That's yeah, not to be underestimated. Jamie Gittins or Sancho. Tyreek George. Shot blocked. Yeah. Jamie Gittins or Sancho. Neither? Is that okay, Marcus? Can I have an option called neither? Shadow players sales going to be crazy. Desasi, Badishio, Chalaba, Sterling, Felix, Vega, and Kunku Medweka, and let Sancho go into going to be a crazy summer. Crazy. And don't forget the loan moves as well. Players that are going to go out on loan, players we're going to buy. It's just going to be chaos again. Reece James wasn't happy with Sancho there. Here comes Real Betis. Real Betis on a counter. Fiorentina tracking back. Isco. Get up, Isco. That's not a pen. Real Betis, I believe they can still score here. I believe they can still score. And then I think we can sell Sancho for higher than 25 million, buy him, and then sell him for a profit. First half finishes, ladies and gentlemen. First half finishes. Still going at Real Betis. Felix is going to be a problem, yes. Yes, would rather play Betis in the final. To be honest, I think either of this team will be tricky for us. Will be tricky. Yes, either of this team. But if we are on our game, we should smoke both of them. We should. If we are a bit iffy, I think either of this team can be a problem. Halftime at Stamford Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea won, Djurgarden 0. 5-1 in aggregate. Look, the game's over. The game's over. We'll look forward to the Newcastle one. All you can eat Chelsea tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. All you can eat Chelsea tomorrow. Make sure you guys are all there. UK time, 11 a.m. We'll set up the page very, very soon. Another corner coming up for Fiorentina. Another corner coming up. This could be dangerous. They scored in the last two corners. Well, last couple of... Oh, and again a free header. What the hell, man? Another free header for Fiorentina. That probably should have been a goal as well. Well, the thumbnail ready. So look out for that for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. 11 a.m. UK tomorrow, Friday. The lads will be here, George. Oh, yeah, that's highlights. I'm getting excited about watching highlights. Sven, you friends with Benson? I'm not friends, but he does follow me. I follow him. He knows who I am. I obviously know who he is. I'd love to have George Benson once on the channel. I'd love it. I'd love it. But I think it's very difficult to reach out to him. Time difference. I think he lives in Indonesia as well. Yeah, it's not easy to always reach out to him. Yeah. Jupiter's Son playing any Italian side in the final is tricky. Trust me, I agree. Now, I'm afraid of Fiorentina against us. These set pieces. Yeah, man, they look very dangerous on the set pieces. Here comes another set piece for them. You're right. They're very good on the set pieces, man. They probably should have had a third goal in the set piece. Channel Inter versus PSG, great final. Spurs versus United, nope. And us, Betis or Fiorentina. Yeah. 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 Corners are like penalties for them. Sedan Miz, I just wish if Mark Yu had not been injured, he would have been such a good option to have for conferencing. 100% agreed. Matisse, my boy. Brother, are you bored or something, bro? Matisse, why are you bored, bro? It's a masterclass.
You know what? Yeah, I made a critical mistake, right? So I was explaining to the chat that I booked the flights to go to Poland, the hotel, and going to the final. I booked it months ago because I always knew we'd be there.
Yeah.
And I said, if we don't get there, then I'll just turn it into a holiday with me and my girl because that's the backup plan.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
But she heard I said that.
Oh shit.
And then she's cooking me on WhatsApp. So then I was just trying to explain that we've been together for 5 years, but I've been in a relationship with Chelsea for 18 years. So I've been and Chelsea have 2 Champions Leagues, and you know what I mean, Miz. That's 2 stars.
and your girl doesn't have any 2 stars on her.
Exactly, she's not won the Champions League. And then the chat said, "You're cooked," and I said, "Oh," and I looked back on my phone, and she said more stuff. So,
bro, you better after this game. I know you've got Big Six. I think you might need to cancel that and make it up to her, bro. That's your only hope, or else tonight, brother Matisse, you're gonna have to sleep on the floor.
Yeah, not even on the couch, on the floor.
On the floor, bro. And I know it's what is it? Is it winter over there now, or is it summertime?
No, it's good weather.
It's good weather. Yeah, maybe the floor might not be. Floor might not be a big punishment for you. You need a bigger punishment.
It's not bad.
Bro, I'm doing.
Listen, this game, bro. I'm actually fine. We were playing about 3 right backs, 4 full backs with 2 centre backs, 6 defenders. It's all about Newcastle, brother. I don't mind.
Yeah. No, that's what I've been saying. I don't know about you guys. Like, I know you and Eunice are doing a watch along, but I'm doing a double. Like, I'm actually watching the Real Betis and Fiorentina because I feel like that's more exciting. I've barely watched our game today, and I've said to the live chat that, look, guys, this is finished. Like, it's 4-1 now. It's 5-1. Like, it's finished. It's not worth it. And I'm not upset though. I'm not one bit upset because the focus is Newcastle, and these guys are just having a bit of a hit out. So that's fine. That's fine, bro. I'm calm.
Bro, I don't want to see a single player that's playing against Newcastle apart from Gabriel. I don't want to see anybody coming on. I don't want to see anybody playing this game. Like, focus on Newcastle.
100%.
If we get a result there, that is massive.
Bro, I'll say it right now. If we get a victory against Newcastle, Champions League's confirmed. It's confirmed. So that's how big it is. That's how big it is. We need to treat Newcastle like this is the game of our life this season. So you get 3 points there. That's we go ahead of Newcastle, I'm pretty sure. And
if we get 3 points, we have 66 points. So we go 3 points clear of Newcastle.
Yeah. So, and I think Nottingham Forest and others could. Nottingham Forest will beat Leicester, but they could drop points in other games as well. So Newcastle get a victory, that will make me think, Champions League is confirmed. If we lose, that's back again 50-50. Back again 50-50.
Hey, Miz.
Yo.
We lose that and Nottingham Forest win. We're going to find ourselves back down to 6. And Newcastle will be gone. We won't be catching Newcastle. They'll be gone. And
don't forget Aston Villa as well, Matisse. If we lose, Aston Villa level up as well. Aston Villa level up.
They're playing Bournemouth. That's a big game.
That's a huge game. If we draw, I think it's still okay.
I'll take a draw.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We just can't lose.
No.
We'll take a draw. Yeah.
Can't lose. I'll take a draw. A win is a madness.
But you know what? This game will come down to showing us how important, or how, like, if Isak turns up, it will tell us that this is what Chelsea misses. This is what we need. This is the final piece. We need that striker. If Isak turns up, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully Isak doesn't turn up, bro. By the way, Anthony scored a banger against Fiorentina.
Anthony scored a absolute banger.
Yeah.
And then I saw Bilbao scored a banger. And then Fiorentina have got 2.
Yeah.
Them 2 are like fighting in the streets to play us in the final. They're scrapping.
Bro, Bro, Fiorentina, the 2 goals came from set pieces, from corners. Bro, they could be a problem with set piece. And they should have got a third as well from a set piece, from a corner.
This is the thing. I've seen Fiorentina at 8th and I've seen Betis at 6th. I've not watched either of them all season. So I can't pick who I'd prefer because I don't know who could cause us more problems. So I'm not picking. I'm just going to assume both of them we have to beat. Doesn't matter which one we get.
Bro, both of them will be a little bit of a problem. Both of them will be a problem. So it's not one or the other. I think with Real Betis, let me tell you, like from what I've seen this game, I don't follow either of those teams either. From what I've seen this game, Real Betis, they look like they're far more comfortable on the ball. They look like they can move it very quick and they can get into really good saucy areas in the opposition. Whereas Fiorentina, classical Italian team, do you know what I mean? Methodical, very structured. Set pieces are gold mines for them. Do you know what I mean? But either of them will be a little bit of a problem. But Matisse, look, at the end of the day, if our team that turned up against Liverpool turn up, we'll smoke both of these teams. We'll smoke them both. Do you know what I mean?
This is the final. You're gonna see Parma, Enzo, Caicedo, everyone's back. You know. If Billy Spen team can't win this competition, you know,
bro, Matisse, fuck, bro. If we don't win Conference League, I'm not sure what we do, bro. I'm not sure what. Like, do you know, how people are laughing at Arsenal, and rightly so, bro. If we lose in the Conference League final,
we will be the laughing stock.
We'll be the laughing stock, you know. We'll be the laughing stock.
Yeah.
Because
we can't lose. To be honest, I've not even contemplated losing because it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, me too. But you know what, Matisse, just deep it. Like losing to PSG is one thing in the Champions League semi-final, and losing to one of these ones in the Conference League final is a whole new ball game, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it's one of those things. I'm not going to think about it unless it happens.
Yeah, no, I don't want to think about it either.
If it does happen, it will be a complete shock to my system because I'm not mentally preparing for it.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to do a little bit of prep. I'm going into that final. Bro,
Man said he preps for losses. This is how we are. We prep for losses.
And I'm expecting to pass. I'm not prepping any prep.
I love how Matisse you've said. I love how you said that. I'm not prepping for this. It's because as Chelsea fans under this new ownership, we have prepped for losses before. We have.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not revising. I'm not doing any studying. I'm not asking the teacher for help on what could be on the paper. I'm rocking up in person in Poland, and I'm expecting that we leave with the silverware. And if we don't, wow.
Yeah, no, wow. I'm like you. I haven't even contemplated thinking that we're not winning. Like I'm already thinking it's ours. Like it's ours. Like just get us to the final. Let's get the trophy. Let's get out of there. Like let's not shake hands. Let's not do anything. It was at
Stamford Bridge today, wasn't it?
Yeah, today's yeah. The trophy was at Stamford Bridge today. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eunice said it on X. Just leave it there.
Just leave it there. Just keep it there.
Leave the trophy there.
Just leave it there.
It's long. Carrying it all the way out to Poland and then we have to bring it all the way back on the plane. It's long. It's just waste time.
It's very long. It's very long.
Leave it there.
Well, you need to think about, how much you can carry on plane and all that, You need to think about the weight limits and
what is it, 32 kg check-in?
Yeah, it's too much. And if each of these players are going with their misses, they've got a lot more other baggage to carry as well. So
baggage.
Yeah, bro. No need to carry this. Leave this one here. Leave this one here. Leave it.
Oh man, So how are you feeling for Newcastle then? Are you actually? To be fair, we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. We'll talk about it. But I'm confident, bro. I'm confident. I'm actually confident. I'm confident. I was actually confident against Liverpool as well. I was confident against Liverpool. And I'm confident again. Look, it blew my mind. That performance blew my mind. But now I'm more moving into this. I'm more confident.
I think Parma, Lavia's massive and Parma's massive as well. His performance against Liverpool just give me a little bit more confidence now.
Massive.
And Lavia is another one as well. Those two in particular. So hopefully.
Look, bottom line, Matisse, Newcastle, Chelsea will be a blockbuster. It's two good teams. Like, we're in good form. It's two good teams now coming together. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'll be a good test.
It's going to be fireworks.
Yeah, it'll be a good test.
Kukureya's coming off at halftime. Beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And I can see Mahuka coming on as well. Oh, yeah, that's for Kukureya. Yeah, okay.
Lovely. Perfect substitution. Take him off.
I think who's going to go left back then? Probably Malagusto or something?
We've got so many defenders out there. They can figure out amongst themselves.
To be honest, in this game, you could probably do without a left back.
Bro, we had 6 defenders on the pitch.
Yeah. We're so far ahead in the game, bro.
We're centre mid, Kukureya centre mid, Achumpong, Badiashile, Tosin.
Yeah.
Bro.
We're so far ahead in this game, bro. It's like, who cares? Just play without a position. Play without left back. Let's see how that goes. We try something different. You see the formation board and there's no left back.
We're gonna invent a new system in the second half.
play with two right wingers.
Can you imagine? Anyway, I'll let you go.
I'll let you go, bro. I'll catch you
tomorrow.
I'll catch you tomorrow. Take care, bro.
Yeah. So, big up, bro, in a bit.
Big up as well. Bye.
Big up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you guys probably need to excuse me for 5 minutes. I do need to pray. It's morning prayer time. I must pray. We must praise the Lord above while we're here. The purpose of life, we have to praise the Lord above. So give me 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. And if you have to, so be it. Smash up the like button. As soon as I'm back, we will get back into the Chelsea versus Djurgarden match. Look, it's 5-1. To be honest, I've not even really concentrated too much in that game. I'm probably more concentrated on the Betis and Fiorentina game. But yeah, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. What's going on? Still the same? Listen to some commentary. Stephen, nothing going on. No, nothing going on. Tewkesbury Hall. Oh, shit. Stephen, you're a funny guy, bro. You are. I would love to meet you in person. I reckon you are one funny guy. Tewkesbury Hall. Take 10 minutes. You won't miss anything, Miz. I didn't miss a thing. Yeah. Chelsea can play with a 2-6-2 formation too, you know. Yeah. Take 45 minutes and even another 90 for the final. The way we have utterly disrespected it with our B team alone. Stephen, is it true? Man, I hope we never ever participate in the Conference League ever again. Never ever, as Chris Jericho would say. I hope we never ever participate in the Conference League. Europa League is the least I can take, and that too, I don't want to be there. Like, I want to be in Champions League always. Oh wow, nice. Achapong. It's lovely from Achapong. I really like Achapong, man. I hope like some of these players have a future at Chelsea. Achapong, Tariq George. It's good feed from Achapong there. I hope some of these players really have a future. Yeah, Reggie Walsh been doing all right this game. We're just here to complete the set. We never need to do it again. Never need to do it again, Chevin. You're right. DLM Superplex. Brother Miz, have you heard about Rohit Sharma retiring from... Yeah, heard. Yep. Yeah, it's probably the right thing to do, you know. I mean, there's nothing else for Rohit Sharma to prove. Like, it's time to move on. Let's give someone else an opportunity. Ms. Bro, since Nkunku's leaving, do you think we need to keep Felix as a backup player? He's definitely better than the balloon man. It's not about what we think. I don't think Felix wants to be at Chelsea anymore. And I don't think Maresca wants him either. Me personally as well, I'll be honest, I used to think Felix is a very good player. And I still think he's a talented player. But I think he's a fugazi player as well. Like, he's a talented player that will never realize his potential. And that's purely on him. He's not worked out in so many clubs. It's not even funny anymore. Like, he's gone to AC Milan, and even AC Milan doesn't start him. So, you know, he's gone to AC Milan. He's come to us the second time around. It's not worked out. He's been at Barcelona where it's not, you know, semi-worked out. It's just, look. Yeah, now he's getting rumored with Flamengo. It's a downhill ride for him now. Before Flamengo, I think it was Galatasaray. You know, I can picture him in the Turkish league. I really can. I can definitely picture him in the Turkish league. I don't think we need him as a backup. I think get rid of both Nkunku and Felix. So we never needed Felix anyway in the first place. We never needed him. We needed a striker. William, what would you do if we end up there again next? Oh my God. Can you imagine if we have to go through Conference League? Nah, man. I wouldn't cover a Conference League anymore than if that was the case. I would not do the watch-alongs. I would not cover it. I probably wouldn't even watch it. I wouldn't even know anything about it. I would literally not. Sven, next time we should just decline, especially if we've already won it. Yeah, I think, wasn't it Juventus that said, yeah, they won't participate? Oh, good save, Jurgensen. Very good save. Yeah. Djurgarden, they did the same thing last game as well. First, it's offside anyway. They did the same thing in the first leg, where second half they actually played better, and they got the goal second half back then. TLM Superplex. What if Felix plays under Flick though? Yeah, maybe. Look, what I'm trying to say is that it's not working out for him at Chelsea. So let's move on. Regio Park, it's like playing in a developmental league and it's not where we belong. I'll take the cup, put this tournament behind us, and never think about it again. 100%, man. Look, we need to be in the conversations of Champions League next season. We need to have big games. We need to be excited again. This is, yeah, whatever this is, it needs to end here. It needs to end here. Mahuka is a big kid bullying grown men. It's not worked out anywhere for Felix. Say no more. These owners will never decline any competition. These guys bite your hand off for extra, for $5 extra profit. Cole Palmer's warming up. I wouldn't even put any of these players on, to be honest. Just look forward to the Newcastle game. I know, yeah, okay, get some minutes, just get a little bit of a hit out, but I'll just keep them all wrapped up. I'd rather finish bottom of the UCL league phase than walk this competition again. Yeah, you know what? I mean, as embarrassing as it would be, like, I don't want to be in the bottom of Champions League, but I hear what you're saying. Like, the sentiment that you're trying to say is that you'd rather be in the bottom of the Champions League than play this competition. That just shows how poor this competition is. Do you know what I mean? Anthony with the ball. Anthony doubled up. Oh, Isco. Isco's done a madness. Oh, he's gone out for a corner. Pillow is saying, do we win against Fiorentina? Look, we win against both these teams, Fiorentina and Real Betis. But the thing is, if we have a bit of an off night, they can beat us. This isn't Djurgarden, where even if we have an off night, it's not really a problem. If we have an off night against Fiorentina or Real Betis, they could strike us. They could. Ooh, Tyreek George with a shot. Stephen, with our recruitment strategy, we will finish at the bottom half of the table in UCL. We have to change the recruitment strategy. We really do. This is a great competition for Brentford or Brighton, not for... Exactly, this is what I said. So there's a good competition for them. And even then, I think they'd win it. Brentford or Brighton would win it. If you do get UCL, our squad must improve drastically. Yep. Participation trophy is better than no show, brother. Mears, better be in the UCL than avoid humiliation. That would be the sign of a big club. The bigger clubs go far in the UCL and potentially win. Yeah. Adam, our record with Damac on our shirt should not be unnoticed. Since we've taken Damac, all we've done is Damac. We have smacked. We have smacked the opposition since we got Damac. Mark got no hard feelings towards this competition, to be honest. It's a great addition for smaller clubs and leagues, but it does not benefit a club like us in any way. 100% agreed. Rachel Park, we have to invert our recruiting. Inverted recruitment. Shrewsbury Hall out wide. Sancho. And oh my God, how? It's offside, but how was that missed? I mean, I get it, it's offside, but how do you miss that? How did Tyreek George actually miss that? Great ball out wide, and then Sancho driving in, and then the cross, he was offside definitely. And then how George screwed that one up, that's, yeah, tailbone would have hurt. He was in a very awkward position. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. That was a bit dangerous. That was dangerous. George did a swanton bomb header. George started thinking he was Jeff Hardy. Started doing a swanton bomb. George lucky that was offside. Yeah. Bruno, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. These owners want to buy a Strasbourg striker. Yep. Not surprised. Not surprised. I feel sorry for kids growing watching WWE now. It's so trash. You know what? It's slowly getting better. It's good now. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Obviously, when I was growing, I was at its best, the peak. But now it's okay. It's okay. What's Bilbao doing? Is Bilbao doing a madness? Is Bilbao doing a madness? They're not, man. It's still 1-0. Still 1-0. Whatever happens, we cannot allow Spurs to win a trophy. Yeah, hopefully this is why. Hopefully Man United just get it. Come on, Bilbao, the Brothers of Destruction. My favorite, thinking about becoming DLM tombstone. Saw the Omega links coming months ago. Probably not the only one either. Yeah, I said this a few months back. Said don't be surprised if we get linked with Omega. Ooh, what a shot from Djurgarden player. If we manage to sell half of the 90 plus players we have on our books and better recruitment, we might win something, maybe. Can't lie, Amad Diallo's good. Amad Diallo's very good. Anthony with a shot, but it's a very tame shot. Alindi, who do you despise more, Arteta or Ange? Arteta, hands down. Arteta is just, I'm not even an Arsenal fan, and even I'm angry. Like, I'm angry. The guy's just nonsense. The guy, honestly, Arteta, he thinks he's above everyone. He thinks he's one of the best managers in world football. He's rubbish. Arteta is a manager that seems to show so much arrogance, and his CV literally shows zilch. One FA Cup. His CV shows nothing. And he moves and talks like he's Pep Guardiola. Ange seems to be a nice guy as well. Same with Maresca. It's Pep syndrome. Why is everyone hating on Arteta? I think doing a brilliant job personally. See what you're doing there. Yeah. Stay at Arteta. Stay at Arsenal. Dude wants to fight Pep. Solanke scored. Whoa. Spurs, there you go. They're into the final. Goal should be. Oh my God, KDH. How? How do you miss that? Oh man, KDH, that should have been a second, brother. That should have been a second. That should have been a goal for KDH. That's embarrassing. Spurs have scored, yeah. Yeah, great play from George. That's why he's Doucheberry Hall. Doucheberry Hall. Arsenal should keep Arteta top manager, and will turn into Arteta if he wins the Europa. Can't have that? That's true, you know. And you can tell. Look, he seems like he's a good. Obviously, he's a good talker and whatnot, but he does seem like that. The arrogance he's going to have if he's, you know, if he's to win European trophy for Spurs who don't win anything, and this manager comes in and wins a European trophy, Europa League trophy. You just know his head is going to explode. So yeah, Amorim win it, man. Amorim win it. But yeah, Shubre, you're right. Ooh, Real Betis almost there. Shubre, you're right though. Ange has won stuff. Like, he has won stuff. You're right. Ange has won things. Ange has won the Scottish League. Ange obviously has won in the J League with a team that was not really touted to win. He won that in the J League. Ange has obviously won it all here in Australia. So yeah, he's won stuff. Yeah. Arteta's actually done nothing. Reece James coming off. Chalobah coming on. He's the captain. William is saying Reece has been pathetic, slow and lethargic. Look, I mean, you don't really need to go all guns blazing in this game. But I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You're being objective. He hasn't been that great, but 5-1 up, man. Like, it's very difficult for the players to get up for these type of matches. You know what I mean? Antwi, remember the name is. This guy will be awesome. All right. Okay. United will be bringing players this summer with Champions League. They might be top 4 contenders. Spurs will be Spurs anyways. They do nothing in the Premier League. Oh, another big save from Jorgensen. This is the same thing that happened to us in the first leg, where Djurgarden second half they've kind of a little bit peppered us, and they're doing the same thing again. Luckily, Jurgensen is up to the task. It's a very good shot. It's a very good shot, very good save. Fiorentina now with the ball. Imagine Maresca makes a goalkeeper sub. It's lovely watching AFC TV blowing up again, just priceless viewing. That was too funny. Mount scored, Mount goal. This game has League One vibes. Yeah, man. Mason Mount. Miz, will you do a 14th watch along in the final? Miz, will you do a Miz, will you do a 14-hour watch along in the final? 14-hour watch along like what Ligana did. Nah, man. Ligana, I'm telling you guys, I'm not even kidding. The match finished, we did the watch along, right? And then I did the review and he went live. I got ready for work. I went to work. I did work. Came back home in the evening, had shower, had food, dinner, logged on, and he was still live. He, at the end, finished the live 14 hours later. Like 14 hours. How many views has that? And all throughout, he had 3,000 people. I wonder how many views that live stream got. I reckon it's probably close to 500,000. I think that live stream probably be close to 500,000. That was mad. That really was mad from League Honor. More than 300K, I think, yeah. It's the Sig and Spanish coffee means. My God, 14 hours. You're kidding me. He stayed live right through the end of the watch along, and it ended up being a 14-hour video. Wow. Wow. James, that's enough football for tonight. Time to play Oblivion Remastered. Refuse to watch our dead game. Night, lads. Night, James. Look, I get it, James. It's if I'm being honest, I don't know what I'm going to say in my post-match review for this game because I've not really watched it closely enough. I could probably do a review on that game. Fiorentina versus Real Betis is where my eyes have been. Might have to be a mixed review. because it takes 14 hours to list all of Arsenal's problems, man. What's the longest you could stream for if you had no work? Shervin, I think the longest I've done here on this channel was the double watch along last week. You know, Newcastle game and then the Chelsea game. And that was Achapong, shotgun. And that was close to 6 hours. That's probably the most I could do. 6 hours most. And that's like back-to-back games. I can't just sit here for 6 hours and talk. No chance. No chance. Anthony, ball down the track. Betis into the final box. Cross coming in. William, do the review with the guys on All You Can Eat. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, you know. And honestly, this Chelsea game is putting me to bed. Good thing is it's only a few more minutes to go, maximum 13 minutes, but this Chelsea game is definitely putting me to bed. Yeah, Lee was pissed yesterday like never before. I mean, do you blame him? Like, this guy's been hating on Arteta for the longest. And yesterday was the day to, you know, feel the hate at its peak. It's Fiorentina versus Real Betis. Is that going to go to extra time? That one's probably going to go to extra time. But that means Real Betis, a real club from Seville, wearing green. That combined heritage plus Chelsea with Damagi's Juju. Score prediction. Oof. Anthony, man, needs to calm down. Score prediction. Chelsea 3-1. Chelsea 3-1. And Djurgarden have zero quality. Sanjay, this is one of the most boring games I've ever watched him. It's so boring. I'm actually falling asleep. After this season, more Arsenal fans are starting to wake up from the delusion. I say Chelsea 3-1, Betis, yeah. Sven, I appreciate the stream, Miz, but I think I'm out. Yeah, fair enough, Sven, man. I get it. LND, I've switched to the Betis game. But how you guys are not watching the bed? Like, if you're just watching the Chelsea game, you're going to go to bed. How you guys are not watching the Betis game? You need to be watching that. Just watching the Chelsea game? Yeah, my God. Adam, has Maresca come out and said Nkunku injured or just unavailable? I don't know that, I don't know what he said. But the bottom line is his time's over. Casemiro goal, United 2-1. There you go. There you go. Harry George. Antwi. Man, I am so sleepy. I am so sleepy. Nede, smash likes, guys. Let's get to 100. Come on. Come on, guys. Let's pump the likes, man. Pump the likes. Pump the likes. Betis will go extra time. There's no rush. Yeah. Get a V. Steven's always asking me to get a V like in the morning, 6:40 a.m. Surely must get to 200 at least, folks. Yeah, come on. Let's get to 200 likes. Miz will do a 14-hour flop. 14-hour flop along. My God. 14 hours. It's a long time, bro. It's a long time to be flopping around. Come on, Fiorentina. Come on, Robert. It's just one of you guys score one more and then just finish things off. Don't want extra time. William, feel free to end stream. 14, not long for Bonnie Blue. Oh, come on. Poor cross from Isco. I hate like meaningless games like this. Just such a mismatch between Chelsea and Djurgarden. Such a mismatch. Damon, Miz, what's the most of the Chelsea Prem games at one? Chelsea, what's with most of the Chelsea Prem games at 1:30 a.m. on a Monday? Why do we always get the shit time slot? It's because we play in the Conference League. It's because we play in the Conference League. That's why they push us back to the later game. Hopefully, once we make it to the Champions League, it'll change. Adam is, does your wife get mad at you when you yell and cheer for a Chelsea goal? Nah, she doesn't. She doesn't. She does at times say that. Like she'll say, like in a conversation, like you're a bit too noisy last night, because she's literally just the room across. Yeah, but no, she's fine with that. She understands. I love Chelsea. She understands all of that. Being honest, even Fiorentina and Betis should be a mismatch. Just give us the trophy cup, give us the cup, and let's be over it. You're right. Like, you know, our proper team would smoke both Betis and Fiorentina as well. Like they should be. You know, off day, you never know. Fiorentina and Real Betis, it just seems like they're also playing for a draw now. They're also playing for the extra time. None of the teams are actually going for it. Both of the teams are very tentative. Maybe they're going for the penalties. Tarek George with some skills. It's almost finished. It's almost finished. Chelsea versus Djurgarden. Hopefully there's not too much extra time added on. Walsh's body movements are so similar to Gilmore. You know what? Yes. I didn't want to say it earlier, but when I was watching him in the early parts of this game, I was like, wow, that feels like it's Billy Gilmore. You're right. The body movement is so similar to Gilmore. By the way, where is Gilmore? Is he injured? Like, I don't see him start for Napoli, or has he been dropped? Let me know. Let me know if you guys follow Napoli and know the whereabouts of Billy Gilmore. Brother Miz, anything could happen. My example is my friend is training me at chess. He has 130 win versus 8 win head-to-head record against me, but those 8 times I won aren't 0. Massive upsets. Nice. Ooh. What's going on? What's going on in Real Betis? Real Betis and Fiorentina. Anthony keeps doing this chopping thing. He needs to calm down. Whoa, Moise Keane, he needs to. It's going, it's happening, it's happening. Moise Keane versus the Real Betis defender. What's going on? 2 minutes added on, 2 minutes added on. Now, 2 minutes too long. Yes, for F's sake, 2 minutes odd is still too much. 2 minutes of more pain. We've suffered. We have suffered, ladies and gentlemen. We have suffered. And who's this? Who's this Malo Gusto still running like a gazelle? Look at Malo Gusto inside the box. Is he going to have a shot? Oh, my days. That was the most exciting part of this half. Malo Gusto running into the box. This has been an absolute ball fest. Let's have a fight between Moise Keane and Anthony. Both get red carded. Then bring on either of Fiorentina or Betis. Taking a shit is more enjoyable. My goodness me. This. Ya Rabbi. We'll put our 2 hands together, everyone. Let's make a prayer. Put your 2 hands together. Ya Rabbi. Please, never ever again do we want to be in the Conference League ever. Please. If we ever make it to the Conference League position, just dissolve us. Just take the competition away from us. We don't want to be in this competition ever again. Like, even in our worst moment, we don't want this. We don't want this. Please, 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 I'm begging. This is the last time. This is the one and only special one night stand. Last time. Ya Rabbi, please. We are never doing this again, man. This competition, we are never doing this competition again. Never. Wow. Edwin saying, who's your man of the match, Miz? My man of the match is Anthony. And that's not even this game. Yeah, the referee is the man of the match. Thank you. It's finished. Thank you. Shall we stick around to see who we're going to find out in the final? Shall we stick around? Shall we stick around to watch who's going to be in the final? Oh, we don't really care. Mount Brace. Wow. Mason Mount scoring some goals lately. Wow. Man United 4. Hoyland scored as well. Mount scored. My days, they've pumped. They have, and Spurs have scored. Poro. It's Spurs versus United. My God. Chelsea finalist. They've actually put that in the screen. Man United versus Spurs in the Europa League final. We are in the final. Do we stick around to see what happens in the Fiorentina Betis game? Stick around, please. Yeah, let's stick around. Okay. Please stick around. Yeah, all right. Fair dues. Yeah, I'm heading out, Miz. It's 2:20 a.m. I get it. Nah, big up to you, my man. Stick around for another 5 minutes. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, let's stick around. Cool. We'll stick around. We're into the final. And now we can watch. Come on, Anthony. Oh, what? Betis? Oh, double save. That's probably the most excitement we've had all night. Double save. Go on, play on. Fiorentina can score. I'm going for both teams. Go Fiorentina. Moise Keane. Ooh. Go for it. It's come alive in the final minutes. Cross coming in. Oh, that's a band-short cross, man. That's a band-short cross. Oh, wow. Maybe this might be exciting, you know. Maybe this might be exciting. Anthony. I thought Anthony was going to take care of business, but it was once again great save from David De Gea. English football has become boring. Who you want in the final, big man? Look, it doesn't matter. I think both of them could give us a bit of problem, but if we are on our game, we'll smoke both of these guys. 4 minutes to go. Come on, one of you guys get a winner. I don't want to see you guys in extra time. Just get the winner right now. Right now, right here, let's get the winner. Come on. Fiorentina? Sorry, I mean Real Betis. Zach saying, I don't want Betis. Yeah, you know what? If I was to choose, maybe Fiorentina, because Real Betis, I think they could be trouble. Shameful Europa League, 14th and 16th place teams have reached the final. Embarrassing. It is embarrassing. Man United versus Spurs in the Europa League final. Wow. One of them is going to get Champions League football. Oh, my God. Look how hard we are having to work to get a Champions League position, and one of them is going to get a Champions League position from being 14th and 15th. Yeah, Europa was cheeks this season. Spurs just win it. Nah, Ashraf, I don't know, man. I don't want Spurs to. Yeah. Man United. Let Spurs be trophyless. The only reason, as I said, Ange is because he's Australian compatriot, and the other one is Arsenal going to be in the mud if Spurs win it. Come on, Real Betis. I'm cheering. This is mad. You get to cheer for both the teams. Whenever both teams attack, you're cheering for them. Come on, Betis. Come on. Come on. Keep that ball in. Well done, Isco. 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 Oh, man. Isco. Good pass. Anthony. 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 Holy smokes. Oh, what a miss. What a miss. Oh, what a miss, man. Strasbourg and Chelsea in the Champions League. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah. Man U will suffer financially if they don't get Champions League. That's why I wanted United to lose. They put us here with Djurgarden. Oh, yes. They put us here with Djurgarden. But then again, City as well. They could have won the FA Cup. Be upset with City. Fiorentina plays similar to Chelsea. Mazza, no, not really. Not really. Sammy, which of the teams do you want to win the Europa Cup? I wish I could say let the match be abandoned. Like let the match just be called off. I don't really want any of them. But maybe Man United. Just keep Spurs trophyless. Isco was such a beast in the day. Would love us to play against him and Anthony. Is there actually anything concrete stopping us and Strasbourg playing in the UCL, considering both Leipzig, Salzburg City, Girona have played in? Yeah, no. Look, there's talks that you can't do it, but Chelsea will they'll find a way to play both themselves, and the owners will find a way to have both Chelsea and Strasbourg be in the same competition. 100%, they'll find a way, and there is a way apparently. Like as long as I think you need to create like another trust entity and have that trust entity own Strasbourg, but ultimately the trust entity is owned by Blueco. So you just have to have another entity own Strasbourg separately, but it all leads to Blueco. So there's loopholes. There's loopholes. Don't worry. There's loopholes. I mean, look, it'd be nice to see both of Chelsea and Strasbourg in the Champions League, but I'd also wouldn't mind Strasbourg in Europa League. It'll just allow us to concentrate on that competition and watch that competition. Strasbourg ultimately is our sister club. So Fiorentina, come on, man. Fiorentina, just throw the kitchen sink now. They're just interested with the extra time. Fiorentina wants extra time. Fiorentina wants extra time. Shot straight to Betis goalkeeper. Betis going. No. Full time? Nearly full time? No full time? Do we stick around for the extra time, ladies and gentlemen? Do we stick around for extra time? Child FC was in full effect today, Ms. Blue CFC saying yes. If you have time. Yeah, look, I'm working from home today. I've got time. I'm working from home. Bellerin, oh my days, Bellerin plays for Real Betis. Steven saying, nope, get some sleep, Miz. It's morning, man. Gotta work. Yes, let's stick around. Not enough conference for today. Yes, bro. Get sleep, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 6:58 a.m. Like the day has started for me. I'm not sleeping now. I literally woke up from sleep. After this is work. Ben saying, yes, let's continue. Chelsea to finish above Arsenal. Why isn't this finished yet? Why isn't it extra time yet? 4 minutes added on and we're on the 7th minute. There we go. Finally, extra time. We're moving to extra time. Stick around, Babylon man. I'm just interested to see who we face in the final. You need to sleep after the Chelsea game. Hit them likes. United fans praying for Betis because they want Anthony, right? They want Anthony there. Manuel Pellegrini, the manager of Real Betis. Europa League confirmed. Man United 4-1, Spurs 2-0. Spurs won the leg 5-1. Man United 7-1. They're into the final. Spurs versus United. Wow. Europa League. I didn't think that was going to happen. I slept for 30 minutes during the Chelsea game. United fans just want to see their club in the mud, Chelsea in some way or the other. Their club mud. I really want Real Betis to lose ASAP. Don't want them in the final. Anthony on fire for them. Yeah, you know, if we had to pick, we'd probably have to go with Fiorentina because Real Betis have some fire. They've got some fireworks. If Manchester United wins, they will make a lot of noise, and we wouldn't want them to challenge us for players during the summer transfer. That's also true. Because I can see us 3-0 Spurs win. DLM, how will the United mud us? Chelsea need defenders like Antonio Silva or Konsa. Spurs are 17 years without silverware. Mason Mount may win his first trophy with Man United. Bilbao, disappointment, not going to lie. Means you look tired, my guy. Go to sleep. Nah, but bro, I can't go to sleep. I literally can't. I went to sleep very early last night and I woke up at 3 a.m. and then showered, got ready, prayed, and then did the watch along. Like I literally will have to, like I've got to work after this. I can't just go to bed. It's 7 a.m. I've got to work after this. So yeah. Fakar and Man United will finish going invincible if they win the Europa League. Wow. If Tottenham beat United in the final, I will laugh my head off. Okay. As long as we get UCL, it doesn't matter. If Man United wins, we're more attractive. Because ultimately United finished, they'll finish in 14th, 15th. Do you know what I mean? They haven't even got 40 points in the Premier League. They have not even got 40 points yet. Yeah. Miz, how long do you shower for? 5 minutes, man? Nah, I love my showers long, man. 5 minutes? No. Minimum 15 to 20. Yeah, I like my showers, man. I love to just relax it, you know. They have 40 points. Do United have 30 points? I'm pretty sure United don't have 30 points. Sorry, 40 points. I'm pretty certain Man United are on 39 points in the Premier League. Yeah, Man United are on 39 points. They don't even have 40 points yet. Man United are on 39 points in the Premier League. They're 15th and Spurs are 16th. It's 15 and 16th. It's embarrassing. West Ham can actually go above them. Wow. That's relegation form. These likes are long. Come on, Gino, bro. All right. Extra time's about to start. Extra time about to start. Adnan, you dirty dog. Means does a flop along in the shower. They'd all be fighting relegation if the bottom three could actually put up a fight. You're right. You're right. You're right. Ball's gone out for a throw-in. If United don't win the Europa League, fine Amorim sack. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. If Man United or Spurs were to be relegated and still win Europa, was going to play UCL from... Wow. Can you imagine that? Playing Champions League from Championship. It will be a relegation playoff between Spurs and United in Europa. Us finishing above Arsenal would be hilarious. That, you know what? We should be aiming for that. That's why I hope we can beat Newcastle, man. I really do. William, remember, it's the friends we made along the way in the conference. Miz, which one you taking? Honestly, finish 5th or Conference League winners? You can only have one. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh, shit. Gino, oh, shit. One hand, it's a trophy, but it's a trophy I don't really care. I'll take 5th. I'll take 5th. Yeah. It's a trophy I don't care. I know we'll be the laughing stock. I get it, but winning that trophy does nothing, and it takes me to Europa. Getting 5th gets me to Champions League, and I'll take that. Yeah, 5th place. 5th place. I'll take 5th place. Yeah. Everyone's saying 5th place. Yeah. It's a good question, Gino. Ladies and gentlemen, smash up the like button. Since we're doing extra time now, at least you can just smash the like button to 300. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Here comes Betis. Real Betis. Corner. Mount scored from the halfway line, did he? I need to watch the highlights of that game. Fiorentina is Maresca's old team. No, I think that was Parma. I think Parma was Maresca's old team. The question is, can we do well in Champions League next season, all with also Premier League in mind? We need to build a top squad. 100%. 100%. 100%. Oh, header straight to David De Gea. Maresca played for Fiorentina as well. Yeah, he played for Fiorentina. Maresca used to be a player for Fiorentina. Yep. Adnan saying, I have a feeling Spurs will beat United. And just said he always wins something in his second season. He has said he always wins. And I think Spurs this season, they've beaten Man United a couple of times. Fiorentina lost the last 2 seasons final against Olympiacos and West Ham. Third is the right, they say. So this is Fiorentina's competition. They've made it to the final twice. This is Fiorentina's competition. What's your opinion if we get Real Betis and Fiorentina? How would Chelsea have to be prepared for them? My opinion is either of this team can give us a bit of a problem, but if we are at our best, we will smoke them. We will smoke both of these teams if we're at our best. Like the way we played against Liverpool, if we show up like that with our A team, we will smoke these two undoubtedly. But if we are a little bit off that night, these two teams can hurt us, both of these teams. But more so Real Betis. I'm more worried about Betis because I feel like they have a little bit more firepower. Miz, do you 5 Premier League in a row or 3 Champions League in a row? What are you taking? Oh, man. Gina, what are these questions? Do 5 Premier Leagues in a row or 3 Champions League in a row? Far out. I think 3 Champions League in a row, man. It's a little bit more lucrative. I mean, the league is fantastic, of course, but 3 Champions League in a row that's insane. That's insane. I'll take 3 Champions League in a row. Come on, Betis. Come on. Yes. Real Betis. Beautiful from Anthony. As Abdi scores, Betis. Good goal. But Real Betis will be a problem. Real Betis will be a problem. Anthony will be a bit of a problem, you know. Anthony will be a bit of a problem. Anthony will be a bit of a problem. That is well constructed goal, man. That was actually a nice goal. That opened up nicely. Don't worry, Cuckoo will lock Anthony. He's allergic to the Prem. That's true. Nice goal. Now let's see. Now Fiorentina, you got to come out, brother. Fiorentina at home. I thought they were going to be able to throw the kitchen sink, but Fiorentina a little bit lackluster. Now you're going to have to come out, Fiorentina. Now you're going to have to play. Now you're going to have to play. Fiorentina, now you're going to have to. Maresca versus Pellegrini. Inter versus Barca from Timu. This time I will take a treble over 3 UCL in a row because that is what we don't have. 16 La Liga versus 18 Serie A. Wolves would give both a decent game. True. We ain't winning the Confidence League. Confidence League. Confidence League. If we isolate Anthony and Isco, the final is ours, surely. Yep. They're two big-time players. Isco and Anthony. Maresca said Pellegrini is like a football dad to him. He calls him off and on to counsel. True, Real Betis could be a problem, especially the coach, if Manuel Pellegrini, if Real Betis wins, they're going to make Anthony the GOAT. Great, Real Betis versus Chelsea. Man said the Confidence League. Do you know what? What would be a better final is Chelsea versus Real Betis. That would be the better final. That would be a nice match. And that's what I would like to see. What would be a final that would guarantee a win is Fiorentina. Like even then, I think Fiorentina could give us a bit of trouble, but should guarantee us win. And I don't really like the way Fiorentina plays. Good game would be Chelsea, Real Betis. Danny, we don't win that or make Champions League spot. Maresca needs to go, Miz. I mean, look, you can get rid of Maresca. As I've always said, I'm not closely affiliated with him or anything like that, but we're not going to bring anyone that you think we're going to bring. We're only going to bring the next developing manager. So you might as well just continue with Maresca. Do you know what I mean? Betis. Ooh. Because if we win, let's not celebrate. I mean, there'll be a little bit of celebration, of course. This Betis can't beat Ipswich. That's probably true. That's probably true. Betis seem like they've got a bit of energy all of a sudden. Here comes Fiorentina. Here comes Fiorentina. It's opened up. What a dumb pass from that Fiorentina player. Wow. Miz, will Esteva be allowed to play in the Club World Cup? Yes, he will, but he's playing for Palmeiras in the Club World Cup, Michael. He will be allowed, but he is playing for Palmeiras in the Club World Cup, which is nice. We get to watch him. I'm hoping to do all the matches in the Club World Cup. I hope I am able to do so. Cross, and it's been tipped over by the Real Betis goalkeeper. Betis players had a V. Miz, I don't know who Maresca will choose, either Sanchez or Jurgensen in the final. Ooh, good question. Good question. It has to be Jurgensen, right? He's been the Conference League goalkeeper. Good defending there, Real Betis. Will Santos be with us? Santos will be with us. Yes, Mike. Santos will be with us. Dylan Perplex saying, what is this V, brother Miz? That's the drink, V. Drink. I love Anthony. J Money is saying. Corner for Fiorentina. Ooh, they win the header and straight to the goalkeeper. Fiorentina. Well defended that time by Real Betis. Betis steal the ball. Isco releases whoever that guy is up front. Back to Isco. Anthony. Bellerin. It was a wild pass to Anthony. Fakara, just play the strongest 11 and be aggressive. When we play slow, that's when it kind of becomes an issue. Yep. Benfica plays Sporting on Saturday. Who will win this game? We will win the league. Wow. Gina, I feel the Real Betis game will be more exciting, so would be looking forward to it. The Conference League has been super boring. True. Here comes Betis. Inside the box. Shot. Saved by David De Gea. Adnan, we might be a better chance versus Betis because they will attack. We play better when the game is more open. Fiorentina would defend more. That's true. That's true. Might be a good matchup for us, Betis. Yeah, you're right. Jack Miz, who would be your dream signing for next campaign? Dream signing. Dream signing. Dream signing. My dream signing for last summer would have been Olise. This time, dream signing. Who would be my dream signing this time? Isak. Yeah, G-Force. As soon as I said Isak, G-Force said Isak. Isak would be my dream signing. Yeah. Because I was thinking striker. I was like, striker. Which striker would I want? And I thought of Isak. Yeah. G-Force and I both said Isak at the same time. Adnan, Isak as well. Yeah, Isak would be my dream signing. Miz, would you take KDB for free? 100% I would. I would love Chelsea to get KDB for free. I would love it. I'd love it. I'm not going to do it. As halftime, ladies and gentlemen, halftime. Another 15 minutes. Hopefully, Real Betis can close this off. That was a lovely goal from Betis. By the way, Rodrigo is going to leave Madrid. Goulet is now ahead of him. Yeah, wow. Rodrigo. Wonder where he's going to go. Who's going to get Rodrigo? Which club? Once you go from Real Madrid, where do you end up going after that? I don't know if City's going to get Rodrigo. Arsenal? I don't know. Kimso is saying Chelsea will. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting Rodrigo. Definitely wouldn't mind. But how much is he going to cost? How much will be the wages? Do we do that kind of stuff anymore? I'm not sure. Come on, Real Betis. I'm cheering on Real Betis because I feel like I'll be a better final. Chelsea versus Real Betis. Manuel Pellegrini is a winner in EPL. Yes, with Manchester City. The hard part is he would definitely know how to deal with the EPL teams. And I'm a big fan of your work, especially the way you judge things. Keep going. Thank you so much, Vish. Appreciate that. Here comes Real Betis again in the second half. Real Betis. Whoa. A good shot. Just a bit wide. We might be treated to a really good second half here because Fiorentina, they're going to have to throw the kitchen sink now. And this will open them up, and then we'll see if Betis can get themselves a counter-attacking goal. But Fiorentina will need to throw the kitchen sink. It's a tame shot, Fiorentina. Aren't we underestimating Betis? I mean, look, I'm not underestimating them. I think they'll give us a bit of trouble, but I want a better game. And I think Chelsea Real Betis will be a better game. Sylv, are Chelsea going to buy players older than 24? We shall see. Knowing that Spurs or United will play UCL next season makes getting T5 a must now. Oh, it sickens me that one of them is going to be in the Champions League. It sickens me. It does sicken me. Yeah, might actually tweet that out. That's mad. That is actually mad. That is actually mad. Miz checking the hub. This guy. Every time I'm on the phone, he thinks I'm on the hub. John Terry, as a manager, would like. Junior, who'd you rather win out of the Spurs and United, Miz? I think United. Betis steal the ball, and here comes the counter. 3v1. 3v1. Slowly becoming 3v3. Oh, what a... Oh, man. Real Betis. That was it. Man. That was it. Ms. Enzo and Rodrigo swap might happen. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know why Rodrigo would come to Chelsea. That's what my issue is. I know Enzo would love to go to Real Madrid. I'm pretty sure he would. But why would Rodrigo come to Chelsea? Domino's Pizza tweeted, El Clownico, about that United Spurs and final. Oh my God. El Clownico. Hold on, my dad's calling me. That was my dad just checking up on me. Stephen, rather Spurs win, Miz, so you could mud Faz. Yeah. You know what? Faz said that he'd do the watch along if Betis make it to the final, because obviously Anthony's there. So, God bless your parents, Miz. Yeah, no, I love my parents, man. They yeah, massive support, massive support. Always looking out, always looking after. Isco. Fiorentina. Yes, Betis. Oh my God. Betis has been the better team. Betis has been the better team. They deserve to be in the final. Real Betis deserve to be in the final. Real Betis, they deserve. And Matisse is going to go to the final. That's going to be nice. Matisse is going to go to the final. Fiorentina inside the box. Fiorentina. Nope. Goalkeeper's there. Nihal, big up my man. Big up Nihal. To all the people that want to know who does all the thumbnail, my man Nihal. My man Nihal does all my thumbnails. Big up to him. If you guys are looking for any thumbnail editors, there you go. Hit up Nihal. Fiorentina players are absolutely filthy. Real Betis players are wasting time, and rightly so, man. Obviously, they're going to waste time. And then El Clanico is funny, man. El Clanico. But you know what? We can call them clowns, but what does it tell us about that competition as well, man? What does it tell us about that competition? Yeah, you can say those two teams are clown teams, but those two teams are in the final of Europa League. What does it say about Europa League? What does it say about all the teams competing in the Europa League? You know, Man United and Spurs, who are 15th and 16th, have gone to the final. What does it say about that? Vishem is in the group of Chelsea youngsters. Whom do you consider as the person to watch out for the future? And whom do you think would be the best in the future? Watch out for the future, and whom do you think would be the best in the future in the Chelsea youngsters group? Oh wow. I think who do I think will be the best in the future? Look, we haven't seen Estevan Willian and all of those lot yet, so Estevan Willian could be a top youngster. Are you talking about just specifically like academy players or kids that we've bought? A lot of people say Giovanni Kenda. He's going to be a big player. I think the one to look out for, a couple of names to look out for, is maybe Tariq George and Achapong. I think those are the ones to look out for. I think they could be good players in the future. Both George and Achapong. Who could be the best in the future? Look, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Just 5 more minutes. Hopefully, Real Betis. Just get another goal, Betis, please. Kellyman. Oh, yeah. Ibrahim Rabaj. Yeah, I've heard of that player. Like, what? Is he under 15s or 16s? Yeah, he's a name that's been circulating around. Come on, Betis. Come on. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it, Betis. Finish it right here. Right here. You got to score. You got to score. Oh, my. Fiorentina just equalize. Fiorentina, equalize. Fiorentina, please equalize. Because these lot, they don't know how to finish. They don't know how to finish. Isco, how you not finish? Oh, my days. I hope Fiorentina goes on and scores an equalizer. This Betis team, they had so many chances. Kimso, if we lose against these guys, yeah. Look, don't forget Kimso. This is Real Betis in the second half of the extra time. Real Betis have beaten Real Madrid recently. They're doing all right in La Liga. They're not some Mickey Mouse team. We should still be beating them. We should be beating them, undoubtedly. Who do we even want to win this? Look, I don't really... I want Betis because I think it'll be a better game. But ultimately, I don't really care. But because Betis has been pissing me off, just Fiorentina, just equalize, please. And they can't. They can't. Fiorentina can't equalize. Kimso, 6th place in La Liga. Wow. Luton Town could beat both of these teams. That's probably pushing it a little bit, Zach. Luton Town, I'm not really sure. Betis drew twice with Barca and beat both Madrid clubs. Wow. Not a joke, you know. That's not a joke. That is not a joke. Betis. Here comes Betis again. This time. Nope. Not this time either. Nihal, Miz, bro, your prediction for Champions League final. Ooh. PSG in extra time. PSG in extra time. I think it'll finish 2-2 and PSG in extra time 3-2. Yeah, Marcus. Yes, PSG 3-2. I think full time 2-2, extra time 3-2. I would like PSG to win it just to show Mbappe. I want PSG to win it for Luis Enrique. Come on, Real Betis. Come on, Real Betis. Oh, post. Oh, that was it. That was it, man. That was it. Here we go. Last opportunity for Fiorentina, maybe. This is the last chance. It's a foul. Mbappe regret leaving PSG soon. Oh, So close for Real Betis. It's a good shot. Thought that was going to trickle in. PSG to finally crack a Champions League win. Yeah, you're right. Finally crack it. They've lost it previously as well to Bayern Munich. I remember that one, Thomas Tuchel. And then Thomas Tuchel came to us and won it with us. 2-1 Inter. Who is getting Ballon d'Or? Ballon d'Or... if it's PSG for the winner, maybe Osman Dembele. Look, Donnarumma should be a shout. Donnarumma should be a shout. This game should be... Oh my God, there's still 3 minutes to go. Still 3 minutes to go. Salah. Yeah, Salah is a good shout. Yep. PSG can win the quadruple with Club World Cup. Wow. Real Betis has 2 more minutes to hang on to. 2 more minutes. Oh, man. Fiorentina's poor, man. Fiorentina's so rubbish. Fiorentina's rubbish. Real Betis will be a good final. Chelsea, Real Betis will be a very good final. I think that'll be a nice game. I think that'll be a nice game. They're almost there. Betis almost there. Final minute. Chelsea, Real Betis. Better tell my man Nihal. Nihal, if you're in the live stream still, brother, get ready. Chelsea, Real Betis. Thumbnail coming up. There we go. Betis into the final. Betis have made it to the final, ladies and gentlemen. There's a fight going on. I don't know why. But yeah. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap things up, okay? We'll wrap things up. That's it. Real Betis into the final. Chelsea versus Real Betis in the Conference League final. I think it's going to be the better match. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good. Let's get that victory and let's move on. Let's move on. Thank you so much for sticking around. Really appreciate that. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Check out the review that's going to drop within the next 20 minutes or so. Until then, take care. See ya. Bye.